Good evening. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu. How is everyone doing? The crew of 5 are resting. You may hear one drinking water. You may hear them because I'm getting ready to take them for their evening trip, and we're going to the backyard. So they will get excited when they hear the O word. You can't even spell that 3-letter word. You cannot, because they know. How is everyone doing, and what have you been doing since yesterday? I have been working on my Christmas extravaganza videos. I'm so proud of myself. I have 4 videos. I have them uploaded, scheduled. So I have July 1st through the 4th. Now to just get the rest of the month. 27 more videos. I'll do it. I'll get it done. I wanted to show you one of the things I was working on, I guess yesterday when I posted a video. Don't quote me on that. I think I posted a video yesterday. I slept a little bit since then, but I wanted to show you part of it. And I'm not going to show you the front side. I'm going to show you the back side. Watch Christmas extravaganza to see the front. But this is the beanie that I was working on, I think yesterday. I done 21 rows from top to bottom. The very bottom is 2 rows of single crochet. Everything else is double crochet. I did 2 rows of front post, back post. Now I love front post, back post in its place. I like to use it in some of my beanies. Usually I do it at the bottom, and then I'll usually close one end either in the, I call it the backwards single crochet, or I think I've heard it called a crab stitch. But I wanted to change this one up because this is such a shimmering, can you see the shimmer? And to me, this reminds me of, I'm thinking it was the Roaring 20s, when the ladies all wore the little hats, and some of them would have the big brims out here, and then they'd have a little buckle or a ribbon on the top. That kind of reminds me of that. So this is what I was working on. Now I have the red, I have the variegated red, white, and green, and then the solid green that has the shimmer. I had 3 balls of this, and I used 1 ball and had to attach a new ball. But that was okay. I really love that shimmer. I love me a good sparkle and a good shimmer. But that was one of the things I was working on yesterday. I've got the other beanie that I'm still working on. It's taken a little longer on it because it's such a small yarn that a double crochet is almost like a half double crochet. Really and truly, it's almost, yeah, it's like a half double crochet because the yarn is so small. But that's really, I've done a little dab of housework. When I say housework, if you seen me do housework, you would laugh, because I kind of swap things around, and I'll kind of move things from A to Z and then back to in the middle somewhere. So that's my idea of cleaning house. Now, I was a house cleaner for many, many, many years. Over 30-something years. I cleaned big houses and I cleaned small houses. And my idea of cleaning back then was you tip your chairs over and you wash up underneath your chairs. If you can't, you try to get something that will go underneath your couches and your chairs. And yeah, I was one of those cleaners. Very, very, very cleaning. Now I kind of swap it and pray that what I've just swapped don't come back for a day or so. So yeah, it's not at all my old style of cleaning. But I wanted to show you this book. I believe, let's see, I think I've got it written in here. My friend, I've got some of the sweetest friends. This was given to me by one of my besties at Christmas 2024. And of course, I know how to crochet, but this has some patterns in it. I was so excited, and especially when I seen one of the patterns. Now, I have a sheet size magnifying glass because to me this wording is so small, and I'm still gonna have to, I think I'm just gonna screenshot because this is a little scratched. We'll say that's the reason. I'm gonna try to hide. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hide the pattern. But I just absolutely love this. I thought that was so cute. It looks like a cat, yes, stuffed tabby kitty is what it's called. This is a book, it's called Boy, B-O-Y-E. A lot of you are familiar with the Boy hooks, and it had hooks and stitch markers and I think a little row counter. And I've misplaced part of the things because I'm bad to put them in a spot and I'll think I'll remember where I put them. And I've got to get everything organized in my living room and have my desk put in there so that I can put all my things in it. But it has all of these. I'm gonna remove this. That's blurring my vision. And I love those. And then I have the pattern for every one of those. And I was so excited because I thought I really want to make that cat. It really looks, of course you start with your, I'm not going to tell you the pattern. I'm just telling you the, you know, the basic starting, which usually it's what, 6 single crochets or 8 single crochets. This one starts with 6, and then of course your second round you single crochet in each round. So you know it's your standard. So I thought I can follow that because I know how to do that. So yeah, I'm anxious, but I still need to get the ant done, and I need to work on the bats, and I need to get that other beading done, and then do my Christmas extravaganza. Now, for those of you that are not certain what I'm talking about, Christmas extravaganza, go over to K&K Crochet, and in some of their videos, you're gonna hear them talk about Christmas extravaganza. They've done it, I think this will be the 3rd year maybe. This is the 2nd year that I've participated. And it's called #Christmas Extravaganza and then the year. So if you want to see last year's, type in your search engine on your YouTube, #Christmas Extravaganza 2025. And there are all sorts of videos, or go to K&K Crochet last year, probably the end of June. Watch all of their videos. Give them some watch hours. But if you're looking for the Christmas extravaganza, of course, it starts July 1st. And what that is everybody that participates, you do a video, you try to do a video every day for that month. I did one every day last year. And it was so much fun going and watching all of the tips. Some do recipes, some do hacks, knitting, crocheting, sewing. There's all kinds, and it was absolutely wonderful. And I'm so excited because, like I mentioned, I've got 4 already uploaded and scheduled for 8 a.m. July 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So now I've just got to do the other 27 videos. But yes, that's really all I have today. I have got some things I need to get done. And the house it's dusty. We had our porches painted yesterday, and they look amazing. I will probably put a picture in the shorts or the post. yeah. And it's just the first coat, so I'm so excited. And my son opted for the, and I'm not sure what he calls it, but it's where it's not slick. I'm thinking maybe sand is in the paint. Something that makes it to where that it's not slippery. And that's what we needed, because we had carpet on the side porch and the front porch for years. It was old carpet. The carpet had been put down, I'm going to say between 2003 maybe to 2007. And it had been on there all that time. And it was okay. The carpet on the front porch really looked good, where it was draping over underneath the lip of the main porch down to the steps. It had come up, and so we had torn it off the steps on the front. And then, of course, that was ripping, and it really looked horrible. This on the side porch looked absolutely horrendous. It was terrible, and when it rained, it kept the moisture on the porch, and it had a horrible smell. I think it was last year, sometime last year, we ended up getting that ripped off, and I was so thankful. Oh my word, I was so thankful. And I'm laughing and telling my son and my bestie, I really like the empty porch. Listen, trust me, I can fill up a room, I can fill up a container, I can fill up a porch. Our porch furniture is nice. We've had it 3 years, I'm thinking, and it's in good shape, but it's big and it's bulky. If I had it to do over, I would have bought a smaller set for the porch and then used the bulkier set for out back. So I may still do something about this out here, because I love having the room on the porch. It is so nice. And I love that color of paint. And of course, he's going to paint the outside of the house. It's gray siding, and it's been on there forever. As long as I've known this house has sit here, it's been on here, and it's faded. It's really faded. So it's going to look nice. It's going to be clean. It's already been cleaned, you know, around, but it's just going to look really good. And I'm so excited. And I love the porch. So that's really all I have to say today. I've rambled. I've been all the way around the world and come back. I do that. In a conversation, you almost have to take notes when you're you know the drill. You have been with me long enough to know that I will ramble, and I'll tell you 400 stories to tell you what I've started out telling you. Oh my goodness. That's really, really all I have today. I just wanted to touch base because I know there was a vast span between my posting. Now, I was posting some shorts and some posts and things of that nature, and I was watching videos, but I wasn't staying active, and I need to stay active. I enjoy visiting with my crocheters and my knitters and my junk journalers and all of those. I enjoy just spending time. If they don't have anything new to show me, I enjoy spending time with them. And so I'm hoping you will enjoy spending time with me in my living room with the same container that I love on the back of the couch, with the curtain that's loblollied, and usually the fur children are running amok throughout the living room. They're a little calm right now, but they're ready to go. And the sun has moved on around, so I think it'll be, don't you love my hand signals? I probably would have, no, I would not have made a good airplane. I would not. I would not have, because I would have gotten a squirrel and I'd have been going this way, and yeah, forget that idea. Anyways, have a good evening. It is Thursday evening here in my world. It is 5:30, and before they get really restless, we're going to have an adventure. Their POOL is in the backyard, and they love jumping in and having all the fun that they can. So I've got to remember to take a towel, and yeah, so that's going to be fun. I always love sitting and watching them just have a big old time. So join me back maybe tomorrow if I get the other beanie done, but then again, it may be Saturday or Sunday. But if I don't see you till then, have a good evening, have a good Friday, and have a good weekend. And join me back next time for more things in Lululand and with the Wild Crew. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget, before I close, go to K&K Crochet and watch them, but especially towards the end of June, because they will be announcing more about the Christmas extravaganza, and they will more than likely have a list of who will be participating. But that will, I'm sure you can leave them a comment and ask them. But I'm just, as for me, go and watch them all the time because they are absolutely awesome. I love those girls. Bye-bye.